Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. And special thanks to Stephen Boyce for sharing this. Today we'll look at yet one more example of compromising Christianity in this day and age. Today we're looking at Havergal College. And just who is Havergal College? I'm glad you asked. Havergal College is a leading independent school for girls in Toronto, dedicated to excellence in education, character development, and community engagement. And as far as their mission, values, and vision goes, we read that this school is rooted in Anglican tradition, and that today they continue their affiliation with the Anglican faith while fostering respect for understanding of and celebrating the religious traditions and teachings of other faiths that are meaningful to their school and global community. And here's where the problems start. There is only one true faith and means to salvation, and that's Christianity and salvation through Jesus Christ. If any other faith doesn't agree with that, then there's no respect for other religious traditions and teachings on faith. Our mission as Christians is to preach the gospel to those who don't know it, not become study buddies with these people and turn a blind eye to the fact that their faith sends them to hell. And through this mission of inclusion, they have many affinity groups and alliances that separate this inclusive group into subgroups based on ethnicity. BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, and People of Color. We get different religious groups and some other ones as well. But one of the more disturbing things is their celebration of Islamic heritage prayers. Muslims pray to a false god. How does any establishment that claims to be rooted in Christianity celebrate prayer to false gods? Well, no true Christian would. The Ecumenical movement saying that all faiths serve the same God but just have different names for him is a lie from the pit of hell. For those of you who don't know, let's just take a quick look at some of the verses in the Quran. Of course, they'll say that these verses are taken out of context, but if we look at each of them, we'll see that this is not a religion of peace, but of violence and hatred against anyone that doesn't agree with Islam. So this so-called Christian-based school celebrating this cult's prayers to their false god is yet another example of the Pope's ecumenical movement making progress in preparing the world for the coming Antichrist. The wonderful thing about the Bible is that it's 100% God's truth. So anything that contradicts God's truth is automatically wrong. Unfortunately, one of the biggest commandments that's being broken today is the second commandment. This is specific about making idols of worship or worshiping other gods. But by switching God's truth around to make a God that we're more comfortable with serving, people are essentially breaking this commandment by creating their own God that doesn't actually exist and can't save anyone. Compromise is the name of the game these days, but compromise won't save anyone in the end. Anyhow, we're going to leave it here for today, but leave your comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.